Hey everyone, Jerome Chiaro here with StudyKIK. I'm here with Dustin Caldwell today, Director of Clinical Operations over at Optimed Clinical Research in Columbus, Ohio. Hey Dustin, good to be with you today.
Good to see you too.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about you guys. How long have you been in research over there at Optimed?
Well, we've been doing research here for a little over 13 years. Our PI has actually been involved in research for more than 20.
Wow.
This new office, this facility that we have here, we've actually been at since 2008. And we're really happy here. We'll stay here for a little while.
That's great. What about, I know you're in Columbus, Ohio. Tell me a little bit about your location, facilities. I mean, how big's your place? How many beds? Do you do overnight stays? How many beds do you have?
So right now we have about 7 suites that we can do visits in. Okay. We're actually set up to be able to do phase 1 and overnight trials. We have shower facilities and overnight facilities here. We're looking to break into that industry. Up to this point, we've mostly done late-stage trials in 2 through 4, but we are looking to start working in phase 1 at this point. Columbus is actually an interesting area because it is statistically the most average city in the nation as far as the population is concerned. So we have a really good demographic of different, populations and different pathologies.
Right. And as far as trials go, I know you've been in business and had a lot of experience with your PI. How many trials have you completed total at that facility?
At this facility, we've done more than 120 trials. PI himself has actually been doing research for more than 20 years. So we have a lot of experience at this point. I said we've had some of our coordinators here have been here more than 5 years, some as many as 11.
Wow, that's great. That's big. And do you know as a percentage how many successfully completed as far as the number of trials as a percentage?
I don't know that right offhand, but I'm going to say since I've been here, we haven't had any problems as far as trials at all. We tend to do very well. We get up and started really quickly, and we almost always hit our enrollment goals. We're very careful about the studies that we select. We make sure that we only pick up trials that we have a good population for, and that we can enroll at or exceed our goals.
Right. So, okay. And what kind of therapeutic areas do you like to focus on?
We do a lot of general disease states. We'll do a lot of diabetes and heart disease. We do a lot of pulmonology studies and asthma and COPD. We're starting to look now into ophthalmology, and we're hoping to get into neurology soon. Dr. McNeil also studies orphan diseases as well. He works a lot in primary immune deficiency. He also is an expert on more rare diseases like hereditary angioedema is one that he specializes in, and actually goes and speaks at conferences all around the U.S. on that one. He's sort of on the vanguard of therapeutic modalities for that one.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. And that's Dr. McNeil you're talking about?
No, that's our PI.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So mostly 2 to 4 phases right now, and then you're trying to get into phase 1 is what it sounds like? Right. Okay, great. And as far as you talked a little bit about the demographics in Columbus, what's your focus as far as patient recruitment? How do you guys find these patients?
We have a lot of ways that we do that. We have a nice big patient database. Obviously, we've been doing this for 13 years at this company, so we have a good database on hand already. We have a lot of physicians that we can get referrals from. On top of that, of course, there's always traditional advertising. One of the things that we've done a lot is we've actually gotten in touch with market research companies. Again, as I talked to you before, Columbus, Ohio, being sort of an average population in the U.S., there's a lot of market research that's actually done here as well. They have extensive databases, and we work with them and reach out to them to identify patients that the pathologies we're looking for and that are interested in participating in research.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, great. Well, just as a general final words, why have you been so successful as a company? It sounds to me like the number of years of research and the number of trials you've completed, but what are your thoughts? Why have you been so successful in this business?
Experience is a big one. I think the other thing too, though, is caution. We're very deliberate. We're very meticulous. We're very fastidious with our data, with the way that we approach and select studies. We're very careful with only picking up studies that we know we have a good population for. We have a solid recruitment program. We have dedicated recruiters here that know how to screen for these patients, and coordinators that know what they're looking for.
Right.
Again, our data is clean, and everybody knows their jobs very well. I hate to say if I walked away for a little while, I think, or our director walked away for a little while, things would probably still hum pretty well because everyone knows their jobs. It's a pretty well off for us.
That's great, Dustin. Good. Well, thanks so much for being with us today. It was good talking to you, and I know there's a lot more to come from Optimed, so we look forward to keep working with you guys.
All right, thanks, Jerome.
Okay.